Man, I do love my CZ P-09, but I wish CZ would just, update it a little bit. Whoa! Holy cow, is that customer service or what? CZ actually listened. That's awesome. Oh man, this pistol is awesome. Oh man, I wish other companies would respond like that. Hey heathens, it's Gundidi, and I got something cool for you this week. We have the new CZ P-09c Nocturne edition. This is a cool little pistol. This is a different style of video than I'm used to doing because I had to go out a few times on this. But we'll get into that further into the video. But let's first go over the specs of this guy. So CZ came out with the P-07 and P-09 in, I believe it was 2007. And you've seen my video on the full-size P-09. Phenomenal pistol. Runs like a champ. The only issue is, in today's modernization of pistols, it's a little bit out of date. It's got just standard 3-dot sights, no optics mounting system, and the P-09 itself is a full size. You had to get the P-07 to go with the compact size. Not a big deal, just something to point out. Well, my biggest issue in that video was the fact that it wasn't optics ready, and that in order to get it optics ready, I would have to send it out to get it cut. Not exactly ideal for someone who doesn't want to spend $200 or $300 on getting a slide cut. Well, CZ last year, 2024, came out with the Nocturne edition of the P-09s. So they got rid of the P-07 nomenclature. I assume it's because of the confusion that most people would have, thinking it was a totally different gun, even though it was just the compact version of the P-09. So they got rid of the P-07 nomenclature and just went with P-09 and P-09c. That's right on lines with their new setup with the P-10s. You got the P-10 and the P-10c, P-10M, all that different stuff. So I think that's why they went with the P-09, because the full-size P-09 already has that nomenclature of the P-09. So just making it compact makes it a P-09c. And down the road, maybe they'll come out with a P-09M, which will make it a micro version of this pistol. Who knows? But they made this guy optics ready. Check this out. It is cut for an optic right out the gate. Actually throw a red dot sight right on this guy. It's got beautiful, beautiful, bright green glow-in-the-dark sights. I don't know if you can see that front sight post. Those beautiful mountains in the background are kind of causing the focus issues, but God, you gotta look at that view. Woo! Okay, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. But it's they pretty much just modernized the P-09. Let's go over some features from nose to rear and see what's different between this and the original P-09. All right, guys, let's go over the specs of this guy from nose to rear. This guy has a 3.74-inch barrel, so it's a very small barrel, kind of close to Glock 19 size. It's got really nice aggressive front serration, so you can easily rack it from the front if you wanted to do any of those press checks. It's got a single slot Picatinny rail, very similar to a Glock, and to the point where my Glock lights do fit on this guy. It's got a nice optics cut right there on top, so you can easily run different types of optics on there. We got slide serrations right here on the rear that are very aggressive and very nice to easily grip onto and rack that guy. Of course, you have these 3-dot sights that are green glow in the dark. They are not night sights in the aspect that they don't glow permanently. They need some light previously to get a charge, and then they glow in the dark. Kind of like the HK P-09. You got some really nice aggressive grip texture on the memory pads here. So you got a good spot to put your index finger when you're out of the trigger well, or your thumb when you are prepping for a shot. You got a really nice large trigger guard that's squared off. Makes it pretty nice if you're wearing a glove, because you don't have to worry about really anything. It's really nice. Going across, you have a takedown lever, which we'll get into later why that's a big deal. And then we have the decocker on this guy. This is not a safety model. This is a decocker. So they do make options, at least with the original P-09, where you can go into single action only, where it has a safety instead of a decocker. This one's probably the same. I'm not sure, but this one's a decocker only. You got a nice large beaver tail to where you can get a nice high purchase on the firearm. You got really nice grip texture that goes all the way around the gun, and it even goes all the way up the thumb choil, which I like because I like grip here to where my thumb doesn't slide around. Granted, not a big deal, but it is nice that they offer it. You got grip texture around the front, so you get a nice good grip on that where you're putting that pressure on your front two fingers. Really nice. And it's just an overall really nice gun. These run a 15 round magazine, so it's very similar to that Glock 19 size. Matter of fact, this is a 3.74 inch barrel, and it's about 1.5 inches wide going from decocker to decocker. So it's roughly the same size as a Glock all the way around. Definitely a cool little pistol. Now, negative sides. Let's start getting into the issues I had coming out there. So this is the third time I have filmed with this pistol. My original one was going to be just a first shots opinion, and it was not a good opinion. First time I went out, I had, oh God, I'd have to look at the footage, but I believe it was right around 9 failures on the gun. It either failed to go into battery or it tried to double feed. That's what it was. Each time I tried to take it out, it kept doing that. And my first shots opinion wasn't very good on this pistol. Over and over and over again, we had lots of failures. I was gonna leave it at that. Then my buddy, this is my buddy's pistol, not mine. So he took it out. He went and polished the feed ramp, cleaned up the internals a little bit, thinking that maybe there was a burr in it. So he took it back out. He said it was running flawlessly for him. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'll take it back out to the range. I'll let everyone know that's the things you have to do with this gun if that makes it more reliable. I get out to the range, I put some rounds through it. And it starts to work just fine. First mag, great. Second mag, I had a hiccup. But I thought that was my hiccup because the slide stop was going up into the slide to stop it. So I thought maybe I was hitting it with my thumb. So I went and shot one-handed. All right, so I definitely did not hit that slide stop. And you can see that it slid up and locked the slide back again on a pretty much full magazine. We have 10 more rounds left in this guy. Something to point out for you. Let's go ahead and knock that down. Yet it still had those failures. So I realized that there was an issue with the slide spring, or the slide stop spring. It was either too tight or something was causing an issue where it was under recoil going up into slide stop and causing stoppages in the slide. I was going to leave it at that too. I was going to tell you guys not to buy this gun. First round. Did not even make it through one round. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get through this mag, I guess. Already again, I was upset. I had put a bunch of rounds through this guy, put a lot of money into ammunition and gasoline and all that stuff because this range is a bit distance from my house, so just coming out here costs money. So I wasn't too happy with 2 impressions of this gun. My buddy got in contact with CZ. They agreed that there was an issue in the manufacturing process, so that he sent it back to CZ. They did some work, and what they did do is they replaced the slide stop and spring. Exactly what I thought was the issue. After that, he took it back out to the range, had no failures. As you're seeing in these clips, So it went through on mag just fine. All right. So far, I have not either. This gun has seemed to be running flawlessly now that the issue with the slide stop is fixed. Now, I will say I have seen some other videos online. Honest Outlaw is one of them, where he had the same style of issues. This is an issue, at least with the Gen 1 P-09Cs. They might have fixed the issue by the time you're seeing this video, but when these first came out, there was an issue with that slide stop. It was going into slide stop in the middle of shooting while you still had a full magazine. So it was not ideal. I will say CZ did their part. They got it fixed. It's working flawlessly now. Granted, I am only about 100 rounds or so into it, and he was about 100 rounds or so into it, but neither one of us has had a single failure since. So that is a good thing with this. CZ did honor their warranty and got it fixed. The negative side is you had to go get a warranty done on a brand new pistol. I'm upset with that, but a lot of times with companies, when they come out with a new generation of pistol, you have a lot of issues. All right. So there is an issue with the Generation 1 of this pistol. I will say it was really nice that CZ went out of their way and got it fixed. So they honored their warranty. That is something a plus on CZ. I will say, some companies don't honor their warranty. Oh God, SIG, oh man. I won't say the company out loud, but I've had some issues with companies in the past not honoring their warranties. CZ actually fixed this problem, got it back out, and it's working. So if you have one of these first generations of the P-09c and you're having issues, contact CZ, get it fixed. I promise you they'll do their best to get it fixed. The negative side, although most companies have an issue with their Generation 1 of a new pistol, I'm not going to call this a new pistol because all it is an updating version of the P-09. I don't know what they did different to make this guy malfunction compared to the P-09 and the P-07, but everyone that I know that owns a P-09 or a P-07 has never had an issue with their pistol, ever. I've seen lots of issues with the new P-09c. So that being said, would I recommend this pistol? I'd say let Generation 2 come out of this guy and see if they fix the issues before you go out and spend your money. If you don't mind sending it back for warranty service, yeah, sure, this pistol's a good pistol. It's actually a really comfortable pistol. It's a very nice pistol, but with the issues that I had in the past, I wouldn't feel comfortable carrying this even after CZ fixed it, because I can't guarantee that CZ did fix everything. So my personal opinion, this would be a good range toy. I wouldn't buy this pistol for home defense or self-defense until they have ironed out the issues. Once they iron out the issues and everyone's reviews are coming back flawlessly of this guy, then maybe, just maybe, then I would buy it as a defense pistol. But that's my opinion. I'm a Glock fanboy. Glocks tend to never have failures, so take that with a grain of salt. We'll go with that. But nonetheless, it is a cool pistol, and I'm not saying don't buy it, just use caution when you do. All right, guys, that's my final first thoughts on the CZ P-09c. Granted, I had to take it out 3 times to get a good video for you guys, and I'm not even sure how well this one is because the wind is outrageous and you guys are in the cab of the truck. But nonetheless, we are working our best to make the best video for you. So definitely like and subscribe if you like this video. If you want to see more content come out, share to your friends who have not yet decided whether they're going to buy a P-09c or have already bought one and are frustrated with the failures. Send it out to your friends. Maybe they can watch this video and get their issues fixed as well. If you want to support the channel, go to www.gundeity.com where you can get merch. We have hats, we got shirts, we got all kinds of fun stuff for you. Or you can check out the YouTube shop right down below where there will be a list of different items that you can purchase that are all Gun Deity related. And as always, I'm Gun Deity, and I'll see you heathens for the next one.
I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a